everyone, this is Billy. Welcome to Billy Home and Creations. Today I am going to do another jar, and it's going to be a pumpkin jar, but it's the witch house. I thought this was so cute. I found this at Temu, and it's a little witch's house. It's got a front steps and a couple of windows and a door, and it has the hat. Love the hat. So today, still in the fall theme, we're rolling into Halloween. I'm going to be working on this little witch house. And what I've done is, well, for one thing, I can't foresee a witch's house being pretty for some reason. Just can't see it. I think they're probably gloomy and a bit tacky, maybe moldy. Hard to say. That's just my concept of it. But let me show you what I've gathered up. And we're going to just put it all in there and see what happens. So I dug out some autumn leaves. Now these are silk leaves, and some have been stiffened with fabric stiffener, some have not. So we're going to fill the pumpkin part of the house with leaves. And I dug out, oh, remember my fake grass I made out of hot glue? Might just use that up. I have a few pieces of this left, and it was from my video, my Easter video actually, when I used the real quail eggs in that octagon mold. So we're going to use that. I have this little cat, black cats of course, Halloween, and this is a mold that I really cannot remember where I got this mold. I don't believe it was Temu, but I'll look it up and I'll put it in the descriptions for you. So this is a little black cat, and we're going to have to paint his eyes in. Of course, we might use that. I came across these little brooms in my little collection of miscellaneous stuff that I save. So when we get to the brooms, I'm not sure which one I'll use, but they're going to need paint, and I'll either use markers or my Testors paint. And just in case I decide to go Testors, I pulled out the yellow and the brown. Okay. And here's these little bats. Look at these. I made these last year, and I got this cute little mold from a lady on eBay, and they're just tiny. Look at my fingers. They're just tiny little bats, and I used them before and made earrings. They're just cute as can be. So I'll link that in my description box for that mold. Speaking of molds, I have some extras here, just in case. I have extra resin. And once again, here are the earring molds that I got from Temu. We'll use those if we need to. And I also have this great spider that if I have excess black resin, we'll fill up that spider, possibly use that. Speaking of spiders, I have some little spider rings here. I have an orange one and a purple one. I had to glue the legs back on this orange one. So hopefully that won't be noticeable, because I'm going to go ahead and put that inside with the leaves. And here's a purple one. And they're rings, so all I did was just cut the ring part off. And I was trying to think of how to coincide my colors from the pumpkin house itself to the hat. And what I'm going to do there is use some chameleon powders. So I want the hat to be purple. And this is Let's Resin set of 10 chameleon powders. And I pulled out grape. Okay. And then I found something interesting. And I'll do a video of this down the road a bit, because I also found these chameleon powders on Temu, and this is a set of 8 colors. And strangely enough, some are upside down. Strangely enough, what I'm saying is they're the same little jar as Let's Resin. Some of the colors are similar. Just saying. I don't know. We'll just see how they vary when I do another video on that. So I pulled out, how do you say the octagon chameleon powders, and this is a yellow, orange, red. So I'm not going to dust the entire mold with this. I'm just going to dust parts of it. So now that I've gathered up everything I believe I'm going to use, I'm going to tint the resin in the pumpkin just a little bit with this orange. And these are my soap shop colors. So I'm just going to use a little tint of orange. And I dug out the brown, and I can't remember why I dug out the brown, but I don't know. Maybe we'll make dirt. We'll see. Okay. So those are from the shop. I want to say smoke shop every time. Slow down, Billy. Oh, breathe. The soap shop. And I have the soap shop listed in my Amazon storefront. And so everything I'm using is going to be listed in the descriptions. So my links are in the description section of the video. And I'm just going to cut this little bit of ring off of there. I don't know how good looking this is going to be, but I'm really anxious to do this witch's jar. And I have some other jars I might want to continue doing for fall. But, you know, I was ahead of the game, so I thought, and I was gone last weekend. Lost a couple of days, and then, God bless him, please keep him in your heart and prayers. My husband had to have his hand surgery redone. I mean, completely redone. Went in for that yesterday. I mean, he was just on the mend, going to physical therapy. Something went wrong. Something went wrong. They had to go back in there and do more stuff. And today, God bless him, he has been in a lot of pain. So, I lost a little bit of time there. But he's well worth it. You know, I have a great husband. He's a great man. He's a hard-working man. So, put this aside. I'll get those in the resin room when I go mix resin. And for the time being, I'm just going to start coloring. I'm going to start, let's start with a little hat. Now, the only thing I want to color in this hat is the hat band. And there's a little buckle on it, but I'm not going to worry about the buckle. I'm just going to try to be neat. And I'm just going to dust it with my orange, because I have to have something to tie the hat into the pumpkin. Color-wise, you know. You know what I mean, I'm sure. This is the one I had to cut the lid off, remember? I'll be using this one up soon. But basically what I've done is I've just gone through a lot of my supplies here looking for anything autumn colored or Halloweenish, and we'll just go from there. Oh, and I have to say, oh my gosh, I don't want to say you guys, I don't like that. Everyone, let me say, I had finished a video this morning that is absolutely, oh my goodness, I can't even describe it. I'll put it in my comments section, I think, the community tab, and I'll shoot you a picture of it. But I'm saving that one because Claire from Claire's Crafty Corner is having another Halloween collaboration, and I want to submit that one into her her collaboration, but she's not doing it or accepting them until October 2nd. So I have to wait a bit until I can get in on that. But, oh, it is something else. I didn't have the proper mold, so I had to ad lib. And it worked out really, really good. So I'm already getting it out of... Look at me, Billy. Pay attention. I'm just going to color a little orange around this rim. And thank you for watching my last little video with the mushroom house. It turned out really cute. And this is somewhat of the same concept as far as coloring in the details before I pour the resin. So I'm going to go ahead, color in the little band. Then when I get to the house, I'm going to not go micas, I'm going to go my pens. I'm going to go with these acrylic markers. that I got from Temu, and I've showed you these before. So I'm going to do the inside coloring of the little house with those. So I'm just going to proceed and slow down and breathe. It seems like I get nervous every time I do a video. I get to talking too fast, and the nerves kick in, which is pretty crazy because I can get on a stage and not be nervous at all. But maybe a little tequila helps with that. So stay with me and we'll be working on this and see what kind of results I can get just from using up bits and pieces. Thanks. Where'd it go? In front of my face. Alright, I hope you're well today. Let me just clean up some of this orange. And I was going to say thank you for the comments on my last video. And thank you, new subscribers. Welcome to my channel. I have a very lovely group of people who have joined me, and I appreciate you all so much. And I hope you like what I do. So let me just clean this bit of orange up here. I didn't get too messy, so that's good to know. Now I'm using tape, but you can also use alcohol on a Q-tip. That helps too to get it out, but I guess I don't have to be so neat if this is a witch's hat and house, because like I said, I can't foresee them being real pretty. This, of course, she's a good witch. Oh my goodness, I look at Instagram and there's a lady on there. She's called the Good Witch. Oh, I just love watching her little videos. So look for her if you get on Instagram. And she has a different way about her, but when she gets to talking philosophy and life living, she's really brilliant. And she's so positive about everyone, and you know how we go through life, and I try to go through life a day at a time, and but sometimes I get ahead of myself. Okay, now since the orange is down, I don't have to worry about it not showing up. But now I'm going to take my Let's Resin Chameleon Powder Grape. Ooh, look at that. And I think it goes to blue, purples. Really pretty though. Very pretty. And I'm just going to take this soft brush that came with Let's Resin Chameleon Powders. And I'm just going to dust the whole little hat. But there's a tip of the hat down here, and I hope I can get the powders in that. That might be tricky. Might be a little tricky. Might have to bend a Q-tip and try to get in there that way. Let's see if that'll work. Just to get it in all the way. Maybe that's as far as it goes. Looking on this side, no, it can go a little more. Let's Resin, if you're watching. I would love to be an ambassador. I really would. Other people are doing it. Just putting it out there. I do have a discount code for Let's Resin also. And several other discount codes if you're interested. By using my codes, you get a discount and I get a little kickback, which is actually very, very nice, because you all know resin is not a cheap hobby. So anyway, that looks blue in there, doesn't it? But we'll see. And I have noticed before that different molds take on mica powders differently. Some are very good at it, you know, keeping it on or gripping it into itself, and others it doesn't stick as well. But I noticed these acrylic paints I have, paint markers, they're not high class, you know, they work for me, but sometime down the line I'd like to get some better quality. Shouldn't say that, I'm stuttering again. Some better quality pens. Get this lip. And we will make black resin up for this. Because chameleons do work best with black resin. Okay. I will go ahead and dump this over my trash can. Pat it out. Looks pretty, doesn't it? I hope I got it into the tip. Actually, I should try that one more time because there's just a little bit on there that looks like I didn't get to it. Come on. All right, I think we're there. There, I can put that aside. And I'm going to start coloring the accents in the mushroom, or excuse me, mushroom on the brain, the little pumpkin house, and I'll turn that inside out and show you what details are in there. Now, I got this from Miss Frances from Beating Crazy Custom Creations, and she does a lot of mica powders in her molds, but she turns them inside out. But oh, I know what I wanted the brown for. I wanted the brown for the door. Then I just noticed there is a cobweb here. There's the little door and the steps and 2 windows. So I'm going to take my marking pens and go ahead and try to get that done. I don't think the windows should be white, like a bright white light. I think they should be like grungy. This is a, doesn't say, but it's kind of a putrid green. Oh, that's a very lime green. Well, lime green's a Halloween color, isn't it? Let's just do that. Just want to do the little windows. Like that. And I'll let you watch and enjoy. Okay, see what I mean about that? These markers not completely covering, but that's okay. Oh, I missed a big chunk of that web right there. It's hard to see, but I know it's there. Oh, it goes way up here. Like that. Oh well. I hate saying oh well because I know things could be a little better. But I'll just have to do. I can't see any more of it. It's a little hard to see. All right, we're calling that good. Okay. Now, turn this right side out without messing it up. Get it out and then push it back in. Oh, I forgot the steps. Well, it's okay. I can get to the steps. Let's find a gray. Get to these little steps. I can see one in here. There's a lot of colors. I think there's like 38 or so colors. Here's a gray. And like I said before, if it doesn't turn out how we want it to turn out, we can always decorate once it's finished. Just give you the illusion. There's a little door and steps there. Something round. I'm not sure what that is. I don't think it's a pumpkin. I mean a mushroom. So the cement is peeling on these steps apparently. I still think it's going to be very cute. Okay, now I also picked up a different, oh no, there it is right there. This chameleon powder is from that Akirawen Temu box, and it says it's yellow, orange to red. So now I'm not going to dust the whole pumpkin, because then we wouldn't see the leaves. So what I want to do is just go into the top, and I should have left it. I'm just going to go into the top, just down a little ways, and have it like it's just kind of flowing over the edges. So let me try this other brush, and I'm going to go down in there the best that I can do and just give it a little, just a tad of this. So I want to go around the rim and maybe down, I guess you'd call it the seams of the pumpkin a little bit. And I'm not going to use black resin for this one. I'm just going to tint it a little orangish. We don't know what this is going to look like, but I just want to go just little bits, just little bits. Got a little sloppy there. See how it turns out. Be sure to get the top of the pumpkin. Should have left it inside out. And I didn't, oh, I forgot that window jams. That's what I did. I forgot them. So, you know, it might behoove me to do the right thing and try it again. I knew I was forgetting something. But, okay, there's my windows, and I wanted to do the outline of the window. The door is purple. Let's just do the brown that I had going on here. I can barely see an outline. And it'll look rough or rustic. Oh, and I just messed up that. Went right over my green. Oh well. Just goes to show the builder didn't do a good job. The builder of the house, I mean. Heck, it was for a witch. He was probably scared. Didn't know what would become of him. Maybe he never returned. Maybe she got him. Oh, let's try the other end. Just don't know. Let's try it again. It's just going to be rough. Rough. Sort of. Very rough. Something tells me I'm going to have to really touch this up. Just find that little line. I'm not sure about using Sharpies in your molds, so if any one of you has used Sharpies in your molds just to, you know, do something like this to paint, would you let me know how that works out? I'm just afraid I don't know if it'll come out of the mold very well. I surely wouldn't want it to ruin your mold. So, if you know better, please let me know. Appreciate it so much. Okay. I'm calling that good. It's pretty faint. Where's my lid? But it turned out pretty good on the mushroom house. So here we go with the... See, I just wanted to bring this down just a little bit. But I want to get that big part off of there. I kind of went overboard. I just want to come down a little bit. Take a little bit of this off. I've got alcohol right here. Big bit off. And I'm not going to be fussy really as to where it all goes, because hopefully the leaves will deter a lot of it, but yet we'll know it's there. And I think I'm going to do the inside, meaning all of this around here too, but I'm going to pop it back before I do that. Come on, you. Let's do it without. This would look gorgeous too if it was just plain, like if you just did the house orange and the hat black. It'd still be pretty sweet, I'm sure. So now I'm just going to go in here and get all of that. So the inside of the jar will have this color to it. Now I can see red. I do have a few reddish leaves. Let's get this on here. All right, when I see you next, I'll be having some resin mixed up, and I think I'm gonna do 10 ounces because when I compared this to the mushroom house with the lid, and it has a very deep lid, it came to like 9.32 ounces. So I'm going to go ahead and mix up the full 10, divide enough out for the hat, and then we'll do the pumpkin, and we'll be set. Okay, see you in a little while. Hello everyone, I had to pop in here for a second. I messed up. I was sitting here editing my video to get it posted for you, and I discovered at the end of this section where I was getting ready to pour my resin that I had turned my camera off, and I did not get the footage that shows that I had mixed my resin. I had tinted my resin with a little bit of orange tint, and then I did the black resin, and I poured it in the pumpkin and the hat, and I stuffed in the leaves and the little pieces of grass and the spiders. I put in everything that I showed you at the beginning of the video, and I didn't record it. So I'm very sorry about that. Let's take off from here where I will demold, and hopefully in that part of the video you will see what I actually put in there and how it turned out. So my bad, forgive me. I'll catch you in a minute. Bye. Good morning, everyone. Oh, I'm ready to demold. Can't wait. So let me tell you, I had to finish off by making a little more resin to fill the pumpkin, and I did 4 ounces knowing I'd have extra. I was also able to do the little pumpkin face on this angry pumpkin, and of course I did some more earrings. Now this little mold I haven't tried before. It's an oval or a teardrop with quite a big round depth to it, so I like those. I've been putting my little earring pieces aside so I can do some of those all in one batch. Here's the boo and the casket. These were all done in orange, and I filled them quite a ways up, so they've got a nice dome to them. So I shouldn't have to dome them. Get this one out, it's a bit soft. A little bit of over pour. Not too badly. Those are easy to clean up, especially when you just demold and the resin is still a bit soft. Got our boos. And then I had some more pumpkins and these hats. Now I did really overflow on one of these hats. I don't know how I'm going to decorate these, but they've got little stars in them. But little witches hats. This one I really went overboard on it. Wasn't paying attention. But I used up all the extra. See, that's simple to do. I usually just start out with some scissors when they're soft and get most of it off, and then come in with my razor blade and finish cleaning those up. So that's what I will have to do. I also have a little bin here where I throw all my extra resins in, because those are great for fillers, or they make a lovely design when you mix a bunch of colors together. So let's get the pumpkins out. A little cleanup there, but I'll have to sit down and get all these earrings put together. So let's just move those away. Let's start out with this little angry pumpkin with a witch's hat. Got a little black under there. That's okay. That's a rough edge. I'll have to sand it down. And it looked like bubbles, but then again, it's Maybe part of the mold, little texture there. It could be bubbles, but that's all right. Get rid of that. Let's see how this comes out. I'm going to have to paint his face. I see a spot where there was a bubble in the hat. Unless that's just part of the design. Oh, it looks like it's part of the design. So let's get that off. Come on, you. I hope I don't break the tip. Now this was a silver gun gray that was left over from a cauldron I made, and I'll show you that video. Come on, let's get you right out of there. I don't want to break it. It's got a curly little curly-Q top to it. Oh, here we go. There it is. Well, we saved the point. Oh, look at him. He is a bit angry, isn't he? That lighting isn't so good today. There's his face. It's got a little buckle. Angry. Oh, he's angry. Clean him up. Let me set up my other light real quick. It's right here. Just because it's not a real sunny day yet, and it is a bit early in the morning. That might help some. There we go. Maybe you can see him a little better. Yeah. To paint his eyes and mouth and nose in. But, yeah, he's cute. All right. Now, I was feeling the edges, and this sat overnight, so it was like 4 in the afternoon till this morning. So we're talking maybe 16 hours. And, ooh, it's purple. I see purple. Come on out. Come on out. Let us see what you look like. All right, I'm almost there. Here we... Whoop. Oh, my God. That scared me. Did it scare you? Come on. Over the edge. Over the edge. And it's pretty solid. I don't feel it being soft on these edges at all. Now, come on. Ooh, pretty purple. Pretty, pretty purple. Now this is our chameleon powders from Let's Resin. The grape. Come on. See how that band turned out. Here we go. Here we go. Come on. I don't want to break the tip. I hope I got all the way into it. Ooh, that's really nice. That's really nice. It goes purple to... Oh, I do see some blue. Oh, did I break the tip? I did not break the tip, but look, there's a bubble. There's a bubble. Can you see right in there? I will have to UV resin that. Fix that bubble, but there's our hat. Turn this mold right side out. I've got quite a few molds to clean. And I usually start out with tape. Strapping tape or shipping tape. That gets a lot of those pieces off. Okay. There's our hat. Love it. Clean up the bottom. I don't know what this little notch is for because there's not a notch, I don't believe, in the actual pumpkin, but I guess we'll see. All right. I want this to be gnarly, somewhat Halloween-y, somewhat gross. I want to have this rather so ugly that it's cute. Let me put some of my isopropyl in there. Get that swished around. If I find the lip, so I'll just have to go from here where I had it. Okay, come on, you. got some leaves sticking up, so they'll have to be cut off and sanded. I don't mind sanding. You know, I just want to make sure everything is nice and neat and clean. Because I want to take some of these Halloween projects to my next show, which is in 2 weeks, and it's a big one. It's probably the biggest of the year in this area. So I'm anxious to get ready for that one. If I can just pop. Ooh! Look at our very fine glitter spread around. It's not all in one big clump. Oh, I see our spider. Our grass kind of went haywire, but the door's not great. Let's get that out. Now, sink with a twist. Okay, let's see. Let us see. Now, that chameleon gold that I used from the Temu brand, it's not opaque, but oh, there's a little notch. Look where the hat fits in. Let's see what we have. Well, our leaves. There's our purple lighter. And the grass, it kind of went haywire, but you see our leaves. The other spider, the little windows, they need repainted. Little front porch needs doctored up. There's our spider web. And, oh, the grass went sideways. Oh, well. Our second window. There's a purple spider. You can tell, like maybe this leaf, you can tell it's a leaf. The others, you really can't tell it's leaves. Maybe here. There's our moss. I like how that turned out. So, very good. Very good. Now, there's the notch. The witch's hat fits right in there. Look at that. Isn't that something? Okay. Got a little doctoring to do. But we're going to fix this right up. It is ugly but cute. Messy, but I don't expect a witch's house to be tidy. But there we go. All right. I'm going to stop with you now, and I'm going to do some cleanup. And I'll get back with you when we're ready to decorate these pieces. Okay? See what we can come up with. See you in a little while. Bye. Well, I was able to get everything cleaned up. And you know I use a Dremel tool when I do my cleanup on a lot of my work. I have a great Dremel. It's listed in my Amazon storefront. And along with some bits that really take the edges off nice and smooth. So, let's start decorating. I might get overboard, but I have a little idea. Just a little additions. So, first of all, I need to show you that I'm going to be using some of these metallic color pens, Sonji, from, of course, Temu. I will list those. There's some really pretty colors. I did find it works on resin pieces, but it takes a little while to dry. So let's get something started so it dries in time for us to finish. Remember these the little brooms? Well, I colored this one with the gold, and then I colored the smaller one with the gold. Now this one will fit. This one will fit on the little porch of the witch's pumpkin house. So what I need to do is take my brown, and I'm going to quickly just paint this up so it will dry. This is plastic, so it might dry quickly and it may not, but let's see what happens. I just want to get that broom handle. See, it's a really pretty metallic brown, so I thought we do need metallics on this because we used chameleon micas. So I'll let that dry. Let's get to this little ugly pumpkin dude. Now, I've dug out my Sharpies also. So I'll be using my Sharpies and my metallic pens. So I did take my fine Sharpie and I did go ahead and do his little nostrils here. I don't know if I'm going to fill it in completely or not, but we'll just, it comes right to the end there. And these are the extra fine points. I'm going to outline his mouth in the black. Get that started. These pens I've had for some time, but I do like my Sharpies. I decided not to go with the Testors paints, mainly because the Sharpies are faster, the markers are faster, and I need to get this done. Today for me is Saturday. No, it isn't. It's Friday, and I have to get ready for a job tonight and do a little rehearsal on my keyboard too, on a new song I'm learning. So I haven't got a lot of time, but I wanted to finish this so I can get it edited and up for you, hopefully Sunday morning. I thought I was ahead. Thought I was ahead for a while, but apparently not. I did do a beautiful cauldron out of resin. And I had to add lib on the mold because I did not have a cauldron mold. So I made it work. And I will try to get a picture of that up on my community page. But I want to save that one for Claire's. I think I'm repeating myself for Claire's collaboration. So let me just color these eyes in here. I might need to get my fat one. But markers work really good on here. The permanent markers anyway. So there's not a lot I'm going to do to this, but I have a couple more things I want to put on it. It's just coloring those eyes. I better get my fat Sharpie. It'd be quicker. It would be a little quicker. And I have to reach over here because I was doing something else with it. Get this colored in. That'll work. Boy, he's angry, this one. I didn't know what to expect when I ordered this mold. I do like it. I have a bubble right there. I just sanded off the sharp part. So, get in that little area. I probably can't. Let's go to the teeth or the mouth. I thought about putting teeth in there, but I really didn't think too hard about what I would use for teeth, so we're just not going to do it. Let's color this in. I'd like to do the brim of his hat too. My stomach is gurgling. Goodness sakes. I don't know if you heard it. Oops. I'm getting messy here. I'm going to have to scratch that off. Got a little close to the edge. A few bubbles. I don't know if you can see them. There's a few in the mouth there. Really fine bubbles. I think my resin was getting pretty warm by that time. Let me go back with the fine one. Touch this up a little bit. Get it all covered. Sometimes you have to press it on paper towel to get it going. Come on, don't go dry on me now. That will work. But I did get sloppy, darn it. That'll just make him a little more angrier. I received some new subscribers this week. I want to thank you all for joining me. He said, my name is Billy, and I've always been creative. It's my therapy. Keeps my mind preoccupied and quite relaxing. Get in that eye. Boy, I really messed his eyes up, didn't I? I'm going to do something to those too. Let me see if I can't take a X-Acto knife and scratch a little bit of this off that I messed up. It's not so obvious. Look at that big glob I put on there. I didn't want that there. Okay. Okay, well, look at his eye. I did it there, too. I guess I should try to, I have a little acetate here. Let's see if acetate on a Q-tip will take some of that off a little bit. Just put it in a nail polish bottle. See if I can clean it up. I really don't like being messy or sloppy. I don't know what that is. There we go. That'll clean it up. Better. Lots better. Okay. A little bit on the eyes there. Like I said, he's ugly and mad anyway. So, makes no mind. What I want to do is take the silver metallic and my black Sharpie, and I want to go around. I thought about coloring. Oh, I did think about coloring this brim, and it wasn't black. It was going to be this green. We're going to color the brim of his hat green. A little green in there. Ooh, I like that. Said that'll take a while to dry, but add a little something to it. So I hope I don't smudge it while it's wet. Might take 2 coats. Whoops, I'm slipping in the slide in here. Go around the best I can to see where it is. And we're almost there. Got something on there. I don't know what that is. I'll just cover it up. Pretty colors though, these markers. They're water-based, it says. And it's going to break up. Like I said, 2 coats maybe. So there, green it is. Oh, I should have got the top. Fussy, fussy. Don't let me touch it while it's wet, or I'll bugger it up. Okay. There, that's a pretty green. I really like that. There's this brim. Now, we'll take the silver and do the buckle. Let's get this buckle done. Doesn't have to be perfect. I wish I had something to put him on. I'm not sure what I could put him on. But I was thinking about doing some oh, what are they? Apothecary jars or bottles? Because I have a bunch. This would be a cute topper on one of them, wouldn't it? Okay, that's as good as you get with that. Now, I received, or I ordered, these tiny little eyeballs some time ago from Amazon. And of course, I don't know my centimeters very good. I'm studying up on that. My millimeters and centimeters and metrics, but I thought they'd be bigger. But I have some orange ones. Look at those. Look at those eyeballs. And, ta-da, I'm going to put those in his eyes, in his eye sockets. So, I just want a little bit of this Loctite super glue, and I'm going to put it on the tip of a micro brush that has, it's dried up. Let's get that off. Has the cotton off of it. So I just want a little bit, because if you put, I've noticed, if you put super glue on resin to attach something, and I don't think these are sticky backs, they're just paper. If it gets onto the resin, it makes a mark, an obvious smudge, and you don't want that. So I'm going to put this right in. Look at that. There we go. He needed that. I'm going to put that right in the eye socket. Put it close to the middle, or in towards his nose, and I touch the green. And I think I like that. Do it to this one. Just get a little bit. I don't need much. Ooh, got the coffee shakes. Whoa, there we go. Just a little bit. And whoop. Uh-oh. Well, can we get it? Can we get it? I got it. Now I'll probably stick myself on that glue. Here we go. Right in there. They fit perfect. Uh-oh, get over here. There. That added to it, didn't it? Right in there. Oh, geez, I guess I didn't have enough. All right, Billy. Fumbling around. I'll use the other hand. Can I get a little more? Sometimes you need 3 hands when you're crafting, don't you? Oh, heavens. There we go. Come over here. At least I saw it. Saw where it went. Okay, try this again, Billy. Okay, stick a minute. There. There. All right. Aha. There's the angry looking bugger. What do you think? Topped it off, didn't it? Okay, my other thought was a bat. And I think I showed you these molds of these little bats. And I thought he needs a bat on his hat. And I was trying to figure out where to place it, but I think there's a spot right there where that bat will fit right in there. Okay, or it'll fit right there on the side too. But I think you'll see it better here. All right, let's get a little glue on that. Let's see if I can't hold it on there to stick. If I had my heat gun handy, I could heat this up and bend it a little bit. Well, no worries, I can do it. Okay. Now I might have to hold this a second here till it. There's a spot right there. And then our little ugly pumpkin dude will be finished. Okay, that's a flatter place. It moved just a hair. I might have to hold it a second. Pumpkin house. Now, the door didn't turn out great. And when I was doing the acrylic markers on the inside of the mold, it peeled off. It doesn't work great. Like I said, I need better high quality markers, but since I've got purple on the edge here, I'm going to take this brown and go. Can you see? I can maybe bring you down a little bit. Hold on. Manual. And you know, I've been using my phone. I don't know much about cameras, but I have learned how to, you know, work my phone and edit my videos. That's a program that I use on my laptop. But I know some of you that follow me have, you use cameras for your videoing. And maybe if you could suggest to me what to look for, or maybe if you found one on Amazon or something, because I don't know what to use. Oh, Miss Wanda. Miss Wanda from Wanda's Blessed Creations. Now, she uses a camera, and so does Miss Frances from Beating Crazy Custom Creations. And what I like about their cameras, I don't know what they are, you know, they have a zoom in control button. And then I don't know if they have to use microphones or if the camera just picks that up without, you know, a problem. So, yeah, I like that better. It cleaned it up a little bit. And it's still going to be spotty, which is good for this particular piece. I'm not going to do anything with the steps. Look how they turned out. They turned out like the cement's wearing off and all that. So while I have this brown, let me just go ahead and do the window panes here. This brown is like a bronze, but I like it. And the windows look sloppy, which is cool. Like I said at the beginning, we need this to be kind of a creepy, not well maintained witch's house. Like that. There we go. And if I don't touch it, we'll be golden. I've got some in there. Okay. Now don't touch nothing, Billy. That's wet. This one, the yellow didn't come up very well either, so I took my yellow Sharpie, which is pretty pale. Oh, I'm not going to touch. And I'm just adding to that a little bit. Come on, you. Worked for me last night when I tried it. Oh, I can see it's working a little bit. Just want to get that brighter. A little brighter so there's a light on inside. Imagine you could put in a... Oh, you could put one of those battery-operated tea lights in here. Ooh, I know it wouldn't go through the roof, would it? Or the witch's hat top, but it would. Ooh, I'll have to find one and put it in and take a picture. I think I have some. Get this frame done. Gosh, I've just, like I said, been in the coloring mood lately. Okay. We're almost done. Stick with me just a few more minutes. Get this down here. Okay, that's all the brown I needed. Where's that Q-tip with a little alcohol? I wonder if I can take that off there. Okay. I'm still doing good. I still don't have paint all over my fingers. Now, the spider web on the front, it was hard to see in the mold to color it, so I'm just gonna go over that where I can actually see the indentations. Just screwed that up a little better. It's just where the edges are, those little points at the end of a web. That's what I couldn't see. Just doctor that up a little bit. One here. Ooh, a long one here. I have to keep putting this on a paper towel and get it started. Like I said, these are old pens. There we are. So one more here. A little better. A little better. We can see it. Now it just doesn't look like one big black glob. It's a web. Ta-da! Okay, Billy. Next, I'm going to take the purple metallic pen and touch up the door. Touch up the door a little bit. I don't know why I wanted a purple door, but I did. Just give a little highlight here and there. So it's, oh gosh, hey, that's drying. I put my finger right on the window pane. Good, it's getting dry. All right. Let's color this door. And we need something for the doorknob, of course. So, isn't that better? I like that better. Go around the top a little bit. Sorry this is taking so long. I just didn't want to make a mold. All right, let's do an eyeball. Haha. I found a purple eyeball. Let's put that on as a doorknob. How's that sound? Let's try the super glue again. A little piece. Whoop. A little bit. Come on. It's almost. If I can do this one gracefully. So we'll see. Get a little on there. Come on, hold on to me. Okay, where's my door? Oh, look at this. How cute is that? Yeah. Yeah. There we go. An eyeball for a doorknob. Okay. I'm going to put that aside. Let that dry. Let the paint dry. And our little house is done. How's our broom doing? It's a little tacky. Let's go ahead and glue it on there. I'm going to use E6000 on that. So let's get this out. And I'm going to put a good sized glob on the bottom. That's probably too much. That is too much. It'll ooze out, but like I said, we can peel it off once this dries. It's easy to get off where you don't want it. Okay. Now we're going to set this little broom right at the front door. Look at that. Oh, I love saving little things. They come in handy. Let that dry. Okay, there's our little broom. The cat that I showed you earlier, it's too big. There's no place to put the cat. I don't want to put it on the hat because it's just not looking right. So we're ixnaying the cat. Oh goodness, Billy. Get this everywhere. Now, let me wipe this up. Okay, to the hat we come. Almost there. Now, I thought about, I like the color of the brim. I like the color, but I need to add something to it. So I found, when I did my little diamond paintings, you get a lot of extra gems. I'll tell you what, there's quite a few extra gems. I wanted to glue those around the buckle, but it's curved. So here's an old nail file, and if I can do this without scratching everything else up, I'm just gonna flatten that down just a little bit so these will stick better. See, it's just taking that little ridge off that's got a curve to it. And I'm going to put the gems on, and I'll fast forward so you don't have to watch. And I need to shorten up this video when I edit it. So my videos tend to be long for you new people that have joined me. Sometimes they're long because they're complicated, but sometimes they're long because I just keep talking. On a flat edge. Oh, that should work. There's a little bit right here. And I'm going to use the E6000. See how I sanded that a little flatter? So let me just bring my little lid over here and pour some of these little gems out. They're purple. And match the hat. Just pull a few of these out of here. Oh, I have that little tray. Little tray that comes with your diamond paintings. Let's put it in there. And maybe, there we go. I can just, let me start over with that glue. That's getting, it gets rubbery quickly, but it's a great glue. I better put a little more on here because I'll need a bit. I love this E6000. Use it for everything, it seems. Got a smudge right there. Okay. Now, I could just put it all around there, but it would be dry by the time I got to putting my gem on. Okay. Little rhinestones. I had the hardest time remembering that word when I first started using them. For the life of me, I couldn't remember what these were called. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get these put on because the angle to which I'm working is not good for you to see. And that's what I mean about I need a different stand, or oh, what am I doing? Something different. So I can have angles and different views for you to see what I'm doing. See? That was my intent. Kind of straighten them up a little bit. That looks cute. Give her a little bling. All right, now on to something new. I have a bat, and I found these spiders at the $1.25 store. There's 10 pieces in a pack. I bought 2 packs, and they're rings for Halloween. So I just took clipped the back ring part off of this spider. I like it. It's a purple gemstone. And I was thinking, should the spider be by the web or should it be on the hat? And I think I found a spot like right there where it fit on the hat. And I kind of like that. Is that too gaudy or cheap looking? I don't know. I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to do it. I like that. I think I like that. Okay, so where can we put the glue on this bugger? Da, 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 da. We're just going to doctor it up. Just go ahead and, well, I better do it this way. A little more control. Keeps gooing out. Okay. I know. Need a big glob there. That's where it's going to touch. Not sure where the legs are going to end up yet. But if I don't like it, I can always just pop it off. Clean it up. So, here we go, spider. Might ooze out some. Let me flatten that down. We're going to put the spider. There was a spot where it was pretty flat. Right in there. Oh, yeah. Oh, is that it? Let me move it around. Let me move it around. I had to back up. Okay, back up. It's over here. That's where it's supposed to be. I might have to get some tape. Let me get a piece of tape real quick. I have some right here. My blue painter's tape. Go through a lot of this. And I think I'm going to tape the legs so it can't move, and then I'll tape her back end down, okay? Did I glue the back end? Shoot, I better get some glue there. If I push it down, this one leg is going to need some glue. Let's get some right under this bugger. Just a smidgen. And that shouldn't take too long. Glue that spider down, okay? I know now you can't see the real ambiance, but the last thing, where should we put this bat? I don't know. Oh, and I want to tell you, this hole that was under here, I just sanded it. I'm not going to fill it. I just smoothed it out with a point so it doesn't look like it needs anything added to it. So, let me jiggle that a little bit. Oh, see, those are setting already. Looking good, Billy. Here's an example. If there's a piece of glue that oozed out, you can just pick it right off, see? Grab it. It's gone. Okay, those are on good. Is the bat too much? This spot right about there. Spider and a bat. That's a group of 3. Buckle, bat, and spider. Should be good to go. These make cute earrings. Oh, and let me tell you, I'm going to admit it because if you caught it by now, Billy did not put the speck of life in the bats. They're so small. I'm not doing it. Usually I do it. Usually that's one of my big, well, I guess maybe I make too big of a deal about it, but I think it's important. But in this case, not happening. I'm going to put this little bat on this flat edge right there. Okay? Hey, hey. All right, everyone. I will take some stills, and I'm going to try to find my little candles. Put them inside. Oh, I have to grab something. I have to show you, since I talked about it. Here's a sneak peek. Let me go get it. Of what I'm going to do for Claire's Halloween collaboration. I'll be right back. Should I really show you? Or should it be a surprise? I have to. I have to. So stay tuned for the first week of October. And hopefully Claire will accept this into her Halloween collaboration. Claire from Claire's Crafty Corner. First of all, here's a mold. It is a coaster mold with little bumps. Little bumps. I made a fire pit. It's a fire pit. Then I didn't have a cauldron mold, so I made one. Look at this. Oh, I've got to raise you. You've got to see this. Hold on. There, I had to make a cauldron. Isn't that cute? So I'll show you how I took a different jar mold and made it into a cauldron. I had to do some finagling, but isn't that sweet? I love it. It's my cauldron. I'm not high enough for you. Can you see? There you go. It's sitting on a fire pit. All right, stay tuned for this one. First week of August, I should have it up, okay? Thanks for watching. Whoop. Thanks for watching, everybody. Take good care. Sending big hugs. Bye now.